Year-end shopping season is approaching fast, and we need to finalize our inventory plan to ensure we're fully prepared. Based on the sales trends from previous years, we expect a significant increase in demand, particularly in our consumer goods and retail segments. I'm concerned that if we don't have enough inventory on hand, we might miss out on potential sales. However, overstocking could lead to higher carrying costs, especially for perishable items. How do you suggest we balance this demand with our inventory levels?
We should focus on improving our demand forecasting to get a more accurate picture of what we'll need. By analyzing historical sales data, market trends, and current consumer behavior, we can create a more precise forecast for the season. This will allow us to order the right quantities without overcommitting on stock. Additionally, I think we should consider a more flexible approach to procurement. Instead of placing large orders all at once, we could stagger our orders in smaller batches based on the demand forecast. This way, we can adjust our inventory levels as we get closer to the peak shopping period.
Staggering orders could work, but we need to be mindful of lead times, especially with suppliers who might also be facing high demand during this period. If we wait too long to place orders, we risk running into stockouts or delays, which could hurt our sales. We need to ensure that our suppliers can meet our demands within the necessary timeframes. I also think we should consider building stronger relationships with our key suppliers to secure priority access to the products we anticipate being in highest demand. What's your take on managing lead times and supplier relationships during this critical period?
Building stronger relationships with suppliers is crucial, especially during the year-end season. I agree that we should secure priority access to high-demand items. To manage lead times more effectively, we could negotiate better terms with our suppliers, such as shorter delivery times or reserved production capacity. Additionally, we should look at diversifying our supplier base for key products to reduce dependency on any single supplier. This way, if one supplier faces delays, we have alternatives to ensure we can still meet demand. Another approach is to maintain a buffer stock for high-demand items, which would give us some cushion in case of unexpected demand spikes or supplier delays.
A buffer stock could help, but it also ties up capital and increases storage costs, particularly for items with shorter shelf lives. We need to strike the right balance between having enough stock to meet demand and avoiding excess inventory. I suggest we prioritize our top-selling products and focus on maintaining buffer stock for those items only. For products with slower turnover, we should keep lower inventory levels and rely more on just-in-time deliveries. We also need to consider the logistics side, how quickly we can move products from our warehouses to the stores or fulfill online orders. Do you think our current logistics setup can handle the increased volume?
Our logistics network is robust, but we should run a few stress tests to ensure it can handle the increased volume during the peak season. We might need to increase our warehouse capacity temporarily or hire additional staff to manage the higher throughput. Additionally, we should explore ways to optimize our distribution routes to ensure quicker deliveries to our stores and fulfillment centers. For online orders, we should consider expanding our partnerships with third-party logistics providers to ensure we can meet delivery times even as order volumes increase. By enhancing our logistics capabilities, we can reduce the risk of delays and ensure we're ready to meet customer expectations.
Optimizing distribution routes and expanding logistics partnerships are good strategies. We should also implement a tracking system to monitor inventory levels in real time. This will allow us to quickly identify any potential issues, such as low stock levels or delays, and address them before they impact our ability to fulfill orders. With real-time data, we can also make more informed decisions about reallocating inventory between stores or fulfillment centers based on where the demand is highest. It's critical that we stay agile and responsive during this period to capitalize on the increased demand.
Real-time tracking is essential, and I think we should also set up regular check-ins throughout the season to review our inventory levels and adjust our plans as needed. This will help us stay on top of any changes in demand or supply chain disruptions. If we can stay flexible and keep a close eye on our inventory and logistics, we'll be in a strong position to maximize sales and minimize costs during the year-end shopping season. Let's make sure we have the necessary systems in place and everyone on our teams is aligned with the plan.